medicine. I'm protected when they threaten that I'm genuine. The way you acting, babe, it's giving perfect specimen. I embrace all sides of my feminine. If you let me in, I could be your medicine. I'm protected when they threaten that I'm genuine. The way you acting, babe, it's giving perfect specimen. That dog feminine. Keep them on the news just to remind them who they worship. Voices like a siren sings, I know that they are. I seen the light because I made the God.
I made that intro a little too long. It was my first time cutting things together. My apologies. I'll get better at it. It's been a long time since I've been at the stage because I've been doing a lot of deep inner work, and I've brought that to share with all of you. I whisked myself anoint into the woods of fairy-flowered mysticism, hoping to escape the ruthless criticism of mine past foes, frolicking off into cavernous carved cravings of Mother Earth. Better, though delayed these emotional processings may be, with mine own self, better with my own company. Blissfully immersed in the seraphic melody of getting to know thyself ever so closely. Simplicity, complicated as a mimosa pudica. I choose to repot myself over and over until I find the warm native ground I am meant to be rooted in. Oh, wondrous actions of detaching the old, cramped, and unsuitable so that I may grow. Impossible to stop, for I am transmutable forever. I now stand in my power. I know 'tis beautiful and clever. My own energy, the very clay that I play with, and the divine connection that shall never sever. My words are the words of my own. I dare to speak now. I reclaimed my voice. The words of others no longer escape these vocal cords, no longer the words of vile, emasculating, defeminizing self-hatred, of those words that were traumatizing. I was but a child. I love you. I always will. But I must go for now, for I was not appreciated. No soulful value was given to my breath when in your presence. You had to twist me into something worthy of loathing. Your energetic mob that tore away at my clothing, leaving me vulnerable as you paraded secrets now left for the world to see as though I were bare naked flesh. Yet still those same people are determined not to understand my pain, and I don't need them to anymore. Better to call me crazy or an absolute lunatic, utterly insane, but what does this gain? Is this to be my compensation for all my compassions? I walked away from my own father 2 days ago. How is that for inspiration? Take back your power. If you never had it, then claim it. It is no longer up to others of humanity to withhold what is rightfully yours. There is not a sliver of shame in it. These actions of self-love. I really did walk away from my dad 2 days ago. I was part of a non-binary photo shoot recently, and I wrote this and I read it to a large group of my peers where we discussed community and we also discussed unity and how we could kind of call our own community out for crossing certain lines and how we could come into balance. And it was a beautiful conversation, so I feel strong enough to read it in front of this group of people. Look and see. You look at thee and label me non-binary. Guan Yin Bodhisattva of mercy and compassion, may the political tongues of this realm not get another lashing. I look as such, so I must be what you see. Weaving from the inside, graceful steps to the outside of the binary. The labeled and the labelless alike, needing labels to categorize that I might exist, simply for the sake of existing. The minority movement to become majority, we call it societal improvement, so it is. Yet we must all keep in mind basic sexualization is not spiritual liberation, and my gender fluidity is my own movement. What do you see? Take it upon yourself. Call out to mine ears. Call thee, they, she, he. Each category, something else is expected of me. The hypocrisy of our separated and divided societies. I fall under your perceptions, may it not be under your oppressions. May I no longer bear witness to more of the oppressed becoming the oppressors. You disagree with forced labels, so you forcefully call her cisgendered because you control the narrative? Divinely connected, reflected, and projected, never abandoned by the higher harmonic heavens, I have only ever been self-neglected. Well, divinely protected, intuitive at heart, blasting open throat chakra, I'm not here to play a prescripted part. A voice to live self-spoken truth on high, I am that I am, and I speak for I. From wombs of the goddesses to tombs of the river gods, river lily flowers and woodland thistle blooms, speak no longer in botanical yoni and phallic propagation. Nature has all of this that we accept and that which we deny. Some say these kingdoms do not exist, yet I witness them entirely with my sacred eye. Ah, but botanical nature persists and resists ideology and rapid spreading speech psychology. They cannot abolish our free. The way I shall not abolish ye chains of being placed in your subjective perceptions. We require more perspective, stepping outside of ourselves. There must be a way to heal the frequency of the collective mind, body, soul. This vast cascading landscape of these rapidly forming ancient into new terminologies, calculating the energies placed into our astrologies, feminine, masculine, balance and interwoven of them both, nurturing, kundalini rising and spiritual growth. I am the balancing of divine femininity and divine masculinity, twisted as the living tree, held at the seed of stars. We cannot escape this prison by building more bars. The same way the children in Congo will not be freed by the Western world and their electric cars. The rightful duty to shape the future is in these hands, these hearts, divinely. The power is ours.
Thank you so much.